think we're good. Are we live?
We are live.
We did it.
Hello,
Surprise!
everyone. Welcome to Book Club.
We decided to mix it up and prove that we live in the same house.
Yes, you did end up guessing what it was.
That's one of
the two surprises.
the third one was the layout change of the stream, but
the surprise that wasn't a surprise.
But that was the one that wasn't a surprise.
Yes. So, you'll have to give us a little bit of, I don't know what the right word is.
Feedback.
Yeah, feedback. If you can hear us okay, we're trying something new, and we didn't test it before doing this, so...
We just went for it.
Yeah.
I finished the slideshow about 15 minutes ago, so it's just looking up today.
It's been a bit of a day, so this whole week is just a huge scramble, apparently.
But can you hear us okay is the first question.
It seems like Becca says it's fine. So
perfect.
Good to go.
Good to go.
How is everyone doing today? I was saying earlier that it feels like it's been forever since we have had a book club, because it's been like
6 weeks or so, yeah.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while. And it took me all 6 of the weeks to finish the book, minus 2 days.
You were earlier.
Yeah.
But, yeah. This was gonna be...
But yeah, I was earlier than we normally are. Or I normally am.
Yes.
Yeah, January has felt like significantly
Everyone
longer.
always says that, but I feel like this January flew by. But I think because I was so busy
you were
designing
really
new
busy.
things that I was just too busy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess we can...
Do you want to just...
Is there any pre-book club talks we want to have? Is anyone else a blanket girly? Because I have to have a blanket, like, literally, even if it's the middle of summer, I have a blanket on.
Yeah.
I read something that there's, like, some, specifically women, they just, like, have to have a blanket all the time.
That's you.
To
a T.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
It could be like 1,000 degrees and you'd be like, I need my blanket to protect me from the heat.
It's just cozy. It's probably like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
There's probably some psychology behind it.
Yeah.
Soothing or something.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Should we jump right in?
We can jump right in. Our book this month was Bury Our Bones in Midnight Oil by V.E. Schwab. And the theme for January was award winners. So this year with Book Club, we're trying to go through some of the prompts in the Always Fully Booked planner, whether it be the Fully Booked challenge itself or like location based or time period based. We really want to like put our monthly prompts to use to like fill up the planner, because that's one thing that you guys said you wanted more of. So anyways, our theme for January, we picked a simple one. We figured it was the first month. It was a good time to do award winners. So that's what we did. And Bury Our Bones won, I think, like quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was pretty popular. I was excited that Bury Our Bones won. It wasn't my pick. I wanted a different one, but I was still really excited to read
mad
it.
about it.
I wouldn't be mad about reading V.E. Schwab ever.
Yeah, I liked Addie LaRue, so I was excited.
Addie's one of my favorite books of all time, so I wasn't upset that this was the one. Do we want to jump into initial thoughts? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of already said Addie LaRue, well, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is like one of my top books of all time. So I will read anything V.E. Schwab writes, and I really love that all of her books are so different, but like you can tell it's one of her books.
Yes.
If that makes sense. And I think just her writing is really it's so unique, but also, like, so true to her. She has, like,
Yeah.
her own voice, which I really love. And I like that every time you read one of her books, it's something completely different. And so I knew going into this book, it wouldn't be like Addie LaRue, although I think it's the closest to Addie based on any of her other books.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't know anything until Scott said randomly, I think we were, like, working out or something, and I said I was going to start the book, and then you said something about toxic lesbian vampires, and I didn't know that that's what it was about, because I like to go in completely blind, and I was like, oh, spoiler. So, in hindsight, I wish I didn't know that, because I think it would have been a much cooler experience to, like, have that reveal happen without knowing it was coming. Yeah. But that's all I knew before I started the book was that. But I was just really excited for Schwab, and that's pretty much it. I didn't have any other expectations.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, I did hear when it first came out, so it came out last June, I think. And I heard it got really mixed reviews. That was like the only thing I knew about it. Was like you either really liked it or you really did not like it.
Right.
And so I think that's all I really kind of knew.
Yeah.
But anyways, your turn.
I didn't know anything about it other than what I told you.
Yeah.
And that was the extent. I was like, I know I like her writing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will be a good time. But that was it. No expectations or anything. Because I read, was it Gallant?
Yep.
And, like, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So I knew it's been hit and miss. I started, what is it, Darker Shade of Magic?
I was just going to ask if you had read that one.
I started it, but couldn't get into it. So I knew it was going to be a hit and miss situation.
Yeah, I really like Darker Shade of Magic. That trilogy is amazing, but I haven't continued it. So...
You jumping up? You want to be part of it?
I don't think so. There he is.
There's just a little part of Eddie.
Yeah. His book club debut, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever been in.
No. Maybe like at the top of his head or something.
We didn't really know if he would want to be with us or like he really likes to be on the couch this time of night. Yeah. So we'll see how he does with our review. Say hi.
I say hi, bud.
He's like, please get this camera off
like,
me.
I'm not. It's too late. I'm in my pajamas.
So. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Initial thoughts. Gallant.
Yes. Darker Shade of Magic.
Yeah. I started Darker Shade of Magic, couldn't get into it. It was just the wrong time.
Yeah,
not that I wasn't.
You should give it another try.
I'm gonna.
I think you would really like it if you got into it.
Yeah. But anyways, so I knew it might not be a hit for me, but wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah. Her books are always such like vibes. Like
yeah.
We'll get into her writing, but
yeah.
Anyways, moving on from initial thoughts.
We have our ratings.
Is it me first?
You're first.
Oh, okay. So I initially gave the book 4.25 stars, and then the more I sat with it, I lowered it to 4. So I feel really good about my rating of 4. And there's a variety of factors of why it's 4. I don't know should we get into the why of it now, or does that
go for it?
Okay, so I thought that the writing was stunning, really beautiful. Other than Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I would say it's some of her best writing.
Yeah. But
I really struggled with the purpose of the book. Once I finished the book, I was it was great writing, but why? Why did this story need to be told?
Right.
And we never really got that, and for being such a long book, I needed some kind of payoff of for it to mean something, and I just didn't really get that. So
yeah,
I'm rating it 4 stars for the writing because I think it was really beautiful, and I was really interested the whole way through. I wanted to know what was going to happen. We kind of had this element of mystery, that kept me going, but the payoff just wasn't really there for me.
Yeah. I gave it a 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
And same idea. But for me, the payoff was more important. With how long the book was, I was like, kind of just like, oh, it was just like the worst one night stand you've ever had. And then it all like, in my perspective, the book didn't have like the full circle. Like I felt unfinished to me.
Yeah.
That like I was missing something or some point that like
some broader
turns it into like a powerful message about humanity or whatever. But it was just like
it just ended.
She had a bad date and then had to murder the girl and her ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I was interested to know, like, for the people who did rate it high, like, was it purely based on, like, vibes, which is totally valid. Like, I do
There's
that.
no reason that's
but,
wrong.
like, what do you think the point of the book was? I know Megan mentioned that in an interview, she said it was her story about her own sexuality, which, like, it's fine if it was her inspiration. I don't really, like, take away anything from that. Like, there's no, like you said, like, greater point to it.
Right.
So, like, I'm just interested if someone else has, like, what they think the meaning of the book was. Or maybe it doesn't have a meaning. I guess some, like, books don't have to have one. I think I expect from her books to have something. But
is that in your way? Sorry, a Kindle was in Eddie's way for his snoozing.
You clicked something.
Oh.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Sorry, leaned on things. There we go.
There we go.
You enjoyed how it all came together.
Just that I took away from the book, it was mostly about losing your humanity over such a long period of time, but also about exploring sexuality too. I agree with that. I do. There was definitely a broader theme of, like, losing your humanity.
Yeah.
Like, we definitely saw that.
Yeah. For me, that didn't seem that new. Like, I think a lot of, like, vampire stories have explored that idea.
Yeah.
So...
I did love the multiple POV. A lot of people mentioned that, and I did it on audio, and the audio was so good, so well done with the, like, multiple narrators. Loved it. Loved the accents.
Yeah,
it was so good.
The audio was really good. The writing was amazing.
Yeah, I did like the different timelines too. You guys mentioned that as well.
And that was the thing. I with this, like, kind of 3 perspectives, I was really hoping it would converge into, like, this epic moment, and then it just kind of, like, converged and was like,
fell
done.
flat. Yeah,
that was the only thing for me. But
well, let's get to the group rating, because that is the most interesting. I think
an interesting one.
So it was 3.4, which is quite low for our book
one
club.
of our lower.
But we thought it was really interesting to see the, like, widespread, like, going through all of the reviews, it was very, like, you either, like, didn't like it and DNF'd it or gave it 2 stars. No one gave it 1, which I thought, like, no one gives out 1 stars. It's, like, either DNF or 2.
1 star just means, like, it, like, was insulting.
Yeah.
But to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give 2 to, like, not a good book, but just, like, I made it through.
There was a couple 5 stars, a lot of 3s. I think 3s was, like, the most. Like, people just... Yeah. I think a lot of people struggled with the length. Yeah. Is what I saw.
It was a long book. Every time I thought that I was, like, getting close to the end, I, like, would skim to see. Yeah. And then I would be like, or look at the time left, and I was like, whoa, I'm like halfway.
Yeah. But anyways, what do we have next? Do we move into discussion?
Discussion now. It's been years since I read a V. Schwab book as well.
Was Addie the last one?
No, it was Gatlin.
Oh, right. Gatlin was after.
Yeah, but that was like...
That was a while ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
But I was really excited to pick up one as well, like Jess said.
Yeah, I like this comment because I don't know how many of you have read V. Schwab before. I think I saw a couple of comments where this was their first, and I just want to tell them, like, try again. I don't think... I mean, her writing in this book, I think, is some of her best. But storytelling, I think she has much better books, like Invisible Life of Betty Boop, which, like, you'll hear me talk about that book probably more than the book we're actually supposed to be talking about. So I'm going to try and, like, rein it in. But it was nice to get back into a V. Schwab book.
Yeah. I was really excited. She has a way of describing things and like feelings in Invisible Life of Betty Boop. And she did it, but in this, she talks about how somebody just like takes up space.
Yeah.
And it was the first time that I've kind of heard it described like that way, like somebody that isn't like afraid to take up space, or like their presence takes up space.
Yeah.
And I find a lot of times she has that like unique way of describing a intangible.
Yes, I agree. And like I was saying earlier, I think that all of her books are so unique, and that like there really is something for everyone. Like if this style of book isn't for you, like Darker Shade of Magic is like this like epic adventure kind of story. Right. So like I just feel like there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Or like if you're like really big into like the anti-hero type thing, like Vicious is like really an interesting plot. But anyways, I could talk about her writing forever. Let's get into the characters of this book.
So you have Maria.
Yes, we start out with Maria. A lot of people really loved Maria to begin with.
Yeah.
They were very taken with her. I did like her. She was very strong. I think I'm the opposite of Maria, so I had a hard time connecting to her, but I did really enjoy reading about her character. She was very strong-willed, very opinionated. She knew what she wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of liked reading that strength. Right. And I think it's really interesting to see who she was in the beginning get, like, exasperated at the end. Like, she became... But she was still the same, but just emphasized so much. Like,
right.
But she's always had this, like, kind of greediness.
So you said she's, like, kind of like the opposite of you. Did you find, like, you in other characters?
I think I would be most like Alice, which was so sad to me because everyone hated her. And I was just like, here's this girl just trying to figure out what happened to her. Like, how dare she want to know how her life ended? Like, but I really liked, what I liked about Alice is that she, like, kind of was trying to create a new version of herself and, like, just find herself. And I just think, like, she was so, like, quiet but, like, strong. And I don't know. I don't think, like, we're that similar, but I was the most similar with her, I think. What about you? Which of the toxic vampires were you most like?
I didn't really see myself in this book at all, which is fine.
You would be like, what was the name of the guy who was at the, like, coffee shop?
Ezra.
You would be Ezra, the, like, helper.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, that's you.
Yeah.
The, like, mediator.
Yeah.
That.
I will help you.
Yes, that's you 100%.
I can see that.
Anyways, moving on.
Well, do you have anything else to say about Maria? Like, it should...
I'm sure there's more.
Yeah.
It'll come up. Then we meet the witch, or the widow.
Yeah.
The widow.
Widow.
Soon to be Sabine.
Yeah.
What did you think when you first...
I was like, knowing that it was vampires, I was like, oh, she's a vampire.
Yeah.
And she's gonna turn her into a vampire.
But imagine if you didn't know.
Yeah.
And you were reading it, and then, like, all of a sudden she just, like, bites her neck.
Right.
That'd be, like...
You'd be like, oh, there's vampires.
Yeah. If only someone hadn't told me that. Oh, we were just talking about this. How Alice has old Alice and then new Alice. And I really liked how she was, like, so different from Maria. I know a lot of people didn't like Alice. I didn't get the hate on Alice. I thought she was very young, but, like, I don't know. She just wanted to find herself.
Yeah. She just had a really bad night.
Yeah. Last time she goes to try and find herself.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I really liked this because she made a reference to Alice Through the Looking Glass, or, like, Alice in Wonderland. And there's a couple of comments about wondering if it was, like, intentional. But later in the book, I thought it was really interesting because Alice is talking about a Halloween party she goes to, and she dresses up as Alice from Alice in Wonderland or Through the Looking Glass. And so I think it totally was intentional to have those, like, parallels. But I wish we got more of Alice. That's the one thing I think I will say is everyone, I think, didn't like Alice because we got, like, one chapter or, like, 2 chapters of her. But it's only because we got to really dive deep into Maria. Like, we really got to know her, but you get, like, a snippet.
Right. And I think that was part of my, like, disconnect with the book, is that the culmination relies on Alice, who is just kind of a side character in the book, even though she's, like, the main character.
Yeah. You barely get to know who the book is, like, actually really about. Prediction. Did you have any?
No, at this
early?
Early in the book, I was, like, wondering if I assumed that Lottie was Maria.
I did too.
That was my gut reaction.
Yeah.
But that seemed, like, too obvious.
Yeah.
So then I was like, maybe not that, but I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah.
Did anyone else have any absurd theories early on?
We're gonna get to, I think
There's
have
one more.
Mine,
you have one.
Which was, I think, the one we just talked about, but this was a book I think you could have had a lot of predictions for, because, and then there was some things, like, I just didn't see coming, which I really like, because I love when a book will surprise me.
Yeah, you literally have, like, 500 years
to be surprised.
To be wrong.
Yeah. And yet we were all wrong until, like, way later in the book.
Right.
I think it was Megan at one point said, like, a joke about what, and it ended up being the actual plot of the book.
Right.
But, like, at the time she was just joking.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate this comment because, like, yes, Andreas was, like, the worst.
Yeah.
Like, horrible. But, like, it really was a sign of the times.
Yeah.
Like, all husbands were the worst at that time.
Right.
I feel. Unless you're from a Bridgerton book. But, like, I mean, I don't know any husbands in that time, but I'm just assuming. Like.
Yeah. Based on all the husbands I know in that time.
Based on all of the husbands I know from that time. They're all bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Like, I do think it was just commonplace to be, like...
The worst.
Women were, like, your property, essentially. Right. Like, I don't know. Still hate the guy, though.
Yeah. This comment reminds me of, like, that thing I was telling you about where this woman is, like, wishing she was growing up in, like, the 1600s. She's like, it'd be so fun, like, churning your own butter, and then they, like...
It does not sound fun.
and then she like pricks her finger, and she's like, "Oh no!" And then it like snaps to her tombstone because she dies from an infection.
Yes.
1 second later.
Exactly.
So just not a fun time at all.
No.
Didn't sound like it in any capacity, really.
I feel like Maria was vicious in all of her chapters.
She was kind of the worst all the time, but
she
like...
She really was. I don't know why everyone liked her. She was really mean.
All the time.
Like, gutsy, yeah, and like, stood up for herself, whatever, but like, she was mean.
Right.
Like...
She was like if...
and it was all about her. Like, just very self-centered.
The Pirates of the Caribbean Keira Knightley character was just like mean to everyone. Like,
how dare you compare
gutsy,
them?
but...
Keira Knightley would never.
No, she wouldn't. She had like the guts of her, but like...
Yeah.
Mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we already talked about the husband.
The husband, just the worst.
Go. I think it was kind of like set up. You knew he was gonna die. Like
you're like, this guy's gotta die.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of books we've read where you're like, husband's
I was
gotta,
actually thinking like
die.
This is like a pretty common theme in our book club. I think like almost every book we're like, well, that guy sucks. He's gotta go.
Yeah. But you got okay. Let's think good male characters. Frozen River.
One of them. The Spell Shop.
The Spell Shop, yeah. What else do we got?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Frozen River had a lot of horrible men.
But like one good
man. But the husband.
Yes, what was his name? Ephraim?
Ephraim,
was it Ephraim?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, pulled that out of nowhere.
That romance book. Say You'll Remember Me?
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't remember.
I'm so bad
with names.
He was decent.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridgerton guy was kind of the worst.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I'm trying to think.
Like 25%.
Oh, in Legends and Lattes, what was the little cook?
He doesn't count.
He's not a real man.
No, he's just a mouse.
Well, but like, he was so...
Yeah, he was a good guy though.
Good guy.
Yeah, just... What was his name? That's gonna bother me now.
I'm so bad with character names.
This Thimble.
Was it Thimble?
Thimble.
Really? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Thimble. Alright, moving on.
Oh,
there you go. Unhinged
Theory. It was based on totally nothing. And it was like later someone commented and said like they are given like two completely different descriptions, and I just like was like, yeah, but she could change her appearance. Like,
right, she's a vampire.
I was like, this is 2019. You can have anything done. Like,
right. Although, could you as a vampire? If you got...
Oh, good question. Probably not.
No.
You couldn't have like cosmetic surgery, but like you could wear like a wig or get contacts.
True.
Like.
True.
Anyways, it was based on nothing but just where I thought it was gonna go, and it did not go that way.
Yeah.
At all.
I did like when the romance and murder started to like become a real thing.
I wish that there was like with the maid.
I don't remember her name.
I don't either. But like it was like kind of insignificant. Like I know it was like the awakening of her sexuality, you know, where she's like, oh, I like her touch, but I hate my husband's touch. I get it. But like then she's just gone.
Yeah. For the rest of the book.
You never hear what happened to her.
No. There's a lot of characters like that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I guess, but like...
When you're like immortal, you would just be like kind of moving on with your life.
It's not like I wanted more.
Yeah.
I have to go back to Megan's comment. She said, imagine having to cut your hair every 2 months for eternity. Do you think that vampires' hair grows?
I don't know. Because
their blood doesn't pump unless they eat. So like does your hair only grow if you have a steady diet?
I don't know. I don't know anything about what causes hair to grow.
I don't know. I'm gonna think about it.
Hold on, let me Google if your hair grows when you're dead.
I actually think it does. Because your fingernails grow.
Do they?
Yeah. I think they do. But that would be real annoying. Unless you're like me and just hate the hairdresser, so you cut your hair yourself.
No, hair does not grow after death, according to Google AI. But imagine you have like a bad hair day, and then you get turned into a vampire.
And you're stuck. Like, you get a bad haircut, and then boom, you're dead.
For the rest of eternity, you have a...
Yikes. That's where you get a wig.
Yeah, for eternity.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on from cosmetic vampires.
So many, like, side trails today.
Hold on, let me catch up.
I was not expecting that. Oh, this is when we get to my first big plot twist. When Maria just, like... Murders Sabine. I didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I thought they would be, like, buddy for a while.
This comment says, I thought, like, it was going to be them two together, that there would be some kind of romance.
Or at least that she'd, like, teach her how to vampire, or...
But then, boom, dead, like...
Right away.
Like... But also spoke to Maria's character, which we saw as a recurring theme, that she had no control, like... And she just wants more. Like, I think we're going to get to a comment, but Megan mentioned that she thinks that Maria / New Sabine represents gluttony. And I thought that was a really interesting comment to me. But
we have a bit of discussion on that.
We'll get to that one.
I was listening, and then I thought I missed something, and I was like, wait, did she just, like, viciously murder? So I went 30 seconds back, and I was like, oh, she just viciously murdered.
I didn't see that coming. I really liked, though, that I was surprised, because it was so early in the book that I was just like, oh, we're in for a wild ride.
Right.
Oh, I was just talking about this comment.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so I really liked this comment, and I think it spurs an interesting conversation, because I agree that I think Maria / Sabine was the embodiment of gluttony, but then I think it can translate into what you think other characters in the book represent, like, of the 7 deadly sins. Like, do you think they also embody something?
Didn't you say somebody said?
I think Alice could be wrath.
Yeah.
But, like, a toned-down version? Like, a, like, baby version of wrath? Because I think that she hated what happened to her.
Which leaves the question of what Lottie is.
Yes. My theory is I think that Lottie is lust. Because she cares more about these relationships and not being alone than she does about preserving their lives.
Right.
So... that would be my guess. I think that she's lust, but I think arguments could be made. Hers isn't quite as clear.
Yeah. Why do you say envy, Megan?
It's hard because Lottie kind of hates being a vampire.
Yeah.
Like...
she hates it, but she also, like, hates vampires.
But also she doesn't want to be alone. So, like... Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was a really interesting conversation, and I like the idea of them being represented by... it adds, like, this whole other layer to the book.
Right.
My guess is that Alice got turned into a vampire. The question is, if Lottie did it on purpose, it feels cruel to turn her and then just leave her to figure it out on her own.
Did you have any thoughts of why if she turned her?
I was, like, thinking the same as Amanda, in that, like, it didn't seem to fit. Like, at this point, I think we only had, 1-2 chapters, maybe, of Lottie, and it was, like, right at the beginning, so we didn't know anything about her, so I don't know if she's this, like, serial vampire maker.
Right.
But it didn't really seem...
Right, she didn't seem like that person.
Yeah. But... yeah, so it's hard to, like, make a judgment on why she would do what she would do, but that was the big question. Why? Like, why was Alice turned into a vampire? And we didn't get that answer for a very long time.
Yeah.
This just makes me think of your spreadsheet.
I actually can't talk about that yet.
Yeah, we can't talk. We're kind of come back to why this made me laugh later. But I did want to touch on this in that we were kind of talking about what type of vampire they are, because across media, they're like vampires have different traits. Like we've got Twilight, they sparkle in the sun. We've got True Blood, they like cry blood and like have to be invited in. That's in Vampire Diaries as well. Yeah. In Vampire Diaries, they can walk in the sun, but only if they have the like amulet, ring, necklace situation. Yeah. So there's all these different rules.
Right. Everyone makes their own rules a little bit.
And it was interesting to see what like vampire traits made it into this book and what didn't. So it seems like, could they eat real No. They couldn't swallow, right?
No, like, Alice threw up after she tried to eat.
Yes. Okay. So they can't eat. They can go in the sun, but it makes them really sick. Yeah. And weak. The grave dirt was interesting. I'd never heard that one before. Yeah. They can go in churches. They have to be invited in. I did like that one. That's a classic. Yeah. What else was there? Was there any classic?
Tend to be stabbed in the heart to die.
Yes. It was less steaky though. Yeah. Less stake to the heart.
Yeah. It was
more just attack the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything you would have liked to see in it that wasn't, or?
Oh, Killed by Fire. Yeah. That's also a classic one. Did they mention garlic?
I don't think so.
Well, I guess they can't eat, but that's always the classic. They get repelled by.
Yeah. If somebody ate garlic, then.
I feel like the ultra classic, turning into a bat.
Yeah, you would have liked that.
No, but I think it would have been an interesting out there. Yeah. Totally doesn't fit with the vibe of the book at all. Right. But that is a classic vampirism. Yeah. Anyways. It was interesting to see all the what did and didn't fit. Oh, we're kind of just talking about this. Well, kind of, but I did want to throw this out to the chat. But imagine what I liked about Alice is that they acknowledge that she grew up in a world like ours, where we have this lore or media of vampires. You don't really think they're real, but all the lore. They drink blood, they can't go in the sun. We know all these things. So imagine you have this hookup, you go to bed, you wake up, and you have all this. How long does it take you to go from there to vampire?
It would be way longer than Alice, for sure.
Yeah, she figured it out pretty quick. But I guess it depends on how strong that craving is. But she was just so sick, so I don't know.
I think maybe when I started drinking people's blood, I might probably figure it out.
But would you go to vampire, or would you be I'm turning into a cannibal? Right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's how many other things are there before you're I know I'm this mythological being that there's no real documented proof of. Right.
Yeah, I definitely have gone to the doctor, like Megan said.
Would you though? I know you are not a big fan of going.
I would if I was
if you were craving people. I feel they would think you're crazy.
Really weak, and I feel like eating people.
Yeah, I don't know. Something interesting to think about. I think it would take me a long time.
It's because you don't leave the house.
I know. I would never be tempted. I think I would just die. I would just wither.
Apparently, they can go a long time without.
In this one, they can. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So many weird diseases. Like, how do you know you're not, like, have some weird infection? Like,
yeah. I'd be like Dr. House and be like, I must have lupus. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, we can move on. It would take me forever to jump to vampires, what I'm saying. But, speaking of all of the things that are the same, this one, the promises are binding, I thought was such an interesting twist. And clearly going to, like, come back.
Yeah.
But I did like that there was, like, some kind of new element to being a vampire that we hadn't heard before. At least in the media I've consumed, I've never heard that, but...
I can't remember what their names were, but the people... Was it Renata?
Renata, I think that's how you say it.
And the guy, I don't remember his name.
I don't either.
I liked them. Like, they made it interesting. Like, I didn't like them, like, they were horrible. Yeah. Well, he was, at least.
Yeah, she was fine.
She was fine. But I
liked
when they were around, and then they were not around very long.
No, but I did like we got introduced to other vampires.
Right.
And I liked that we started traveling. We got to see some different cultures, some different times. I think it was... I do...
This made me think of my rant, though. So...
What was your rant?
Remember the psychic?
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yes.
When we got to the chapter, like, late with Ezra and the psychic, I was so mad because these people have lived for, like, 500 years, or at least she has, and not, like, there was no mention of, like, other mythical beings until all of a sudden it's like, there's a psychic, and I was like, you couldn't, like, have one other mythical being.
Are we thinking that psychics are a mythical being? Like, some people in today think they're psychic.
Well, yeah, but I don't believe them.
Okay, but, is it the same level, is what I'm saying? Same level as a vampire? I don't think so.
Fully functional, like, I would do this thing and figure out where.
There's a lot of people these days that, I don't know, I don't think it's that big of a jump.
Well,
I don't personally believe it, but, like, there are people who...
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it being in the book. I just need a...
You needed her to go to a psychic at some point.
I needed there to be one before chapter, like, I feel like then I would 87. Be like,
there's too many...
No, it's just like a fleeting comment that somebody had other magical powers before that.
Yeah, that really bothered you. You did rant about that for a while.
I'm never going to get over it. It's unforgivable.
It didn't bother me at all.
Oh, it bothered me a lot.
That's fine. It can bother you. But, yeah, I don't think there was mention of anything else.
No.
Just the psychic. Well, they mentioned at the same time the medium.
Yeah.
But...
Right.
That was it.
So then I'm like... And then they had mentioned, like, angels and demons at one point.
Maybe they hadn't evolved yet. You know, they were talking about how vampires, like, evolved. Maybe they evolved first.
Maybe.
And then psychics were...
I'm going to need a point in time then where they're like, oh, by the way, there's psychics now. Not just like, we conveniently need a psychic. Oh, good, I have one at my coffee shop.
She's even at this table right next to you.
Right.
Yeah, it was a little convenient, I'll give you
Too
that.
convenient.
Yeah. Are you done with your rant now? Or do you want to keep going?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Everything's fine now.
Okay. I can't read this quote. My eyes are too bad. What is this one about?
So this is...
Oh, this is about the game.
Yeah.
That her and...
Mateo?
Was it Mateo? Yeah. Her and Mateo play, and he's talking to her about, like... This is kind of where we, like, see... I think, like, we get glimpses of who Sabine is. But, like, I feel like this, when she's playing the game, and he asks her this, and he's like, doesn't this ever make you want to, like, kind of keep them?
Yeah.
And she's just like, no.
Right.
Like, I think it really, like, solidifies who she is.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just says a lot about her.
Yeah.
Makes the killing sweeter.
And she looked at it like, oh, I get something out of this.
Which is totally, like, that was her, like, the whole time.
Right.
Like, it was just...
Whereas he's like, oh, it, like, you can be, like, more human if you wait longer or whatever. Yeah. But
I think he was trying to teach her a lesson and ended up teaching her, like, the exact
She's
wrong
like,
thing.
oh, this is so much better.
Yeah. It introduces her to the idea of, like, hunting.
Yeah.
And, yeah. This is kind of, like, piggybacking on what we were just talking about, where Maria has this, like, hunger that she can never satisfy.
Right. Like, kind of what Jess is saying. It's like she was that way before, and then it just...
Exasperated it.
Exasperates even more.
Yeah. But then Alice was different.
Yeah.
It was more like a means to an end for her, and if she needed to do that, she picked, like, the worst people, like, people that were preying on young girls or whatever, instead of just, like, getting what she wanted out of it.
Right.
So, it was interesting to see the difference and the contrast, and I still can't understand why people didn't like Alice. Yeah. I will die on this hill. Alice was way better.
Way better.
Totally misunderstood.
Yeah. She just had a bad day. Yeah, the comment of the vampire Dexter.
Yes. Yes. So true.
See, I could have used more book about that.
This is why we needed more Alice.
I know. That's why I needed more Alice story.
I agree.
In my Alice murder story.
Yes. Then we get to Lottie, Charlotte's story.
Yeah.
And we get introduced to the Bridgerton season.
Yeah. It was an interesting switch.
Speaking of, Bridgerton starts tomorrow. Is anybody watching? I did really like the vibes of this section. I thought, like, I kind of liked introducing a new character at this point, because then we get a different perspective of what was happening, because before we were only getting new Sabine.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of nice to get the switch and, like, see
something else. Yeah.
And I liked all the balls and the English.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a fun, like, time period too.
Yeah. And Charlotte's mom had some great quotes.
Yeah.
I don't think we included them, but, like, top tier quotes.
This book was so long, we had to be choosy.
There were so many good quotes, though. Very quotable book.
Yeah.
But I noticed that too. She used the last name Hastings, which, like, the Duke of Hastings is from Bridgerton season 1. That's his, like...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sad. I think I even commented that later. I said, like, I want Sabine's perspective on her going crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been, like,
worse and worse and worse.
So interesting to see inside her head at that time, to see what she was thinking.
Right, how she was justifying it, or if she was justifying it, or she didn't care.
I mean, I feel like the whole book, it was all about her, so I feel like she didn't. But I really wanted her perspective when she was hunting down Charlotte's people.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what her thought process was there. And we never got that, and I think that was missing for me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time that we got the correct theory. So way to go, Amanda. You were right.
Crushed it.
And then I think this is where Megan, on the, like, reply, I think this is where Megan, like, joked. Like, haha, imagine if she was just, like, chasing her exes and murdering them, and then it ended up being right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think. But, yeah, anyways, it was really interesting to see someone have, like, the right...
Normally we don't get it that right, but you, like, dead on.
Yeah,
no notes.
No notes. Way to go. I really like Charlotte in the beginning, too. She was, like, so innocent and, like, fresh.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was kind of sad to see what happened to her.
It reminded me of this Discord, or this TikTok video that I saw.
This is the one you sent me?
The one I sent you. I'll put it in the Discord after.
Yeah.
But Charlotte, every time I saw her interact with anything, I was like, this is her.
I think you didn't like Charlotte.
I didn't dislike her.
Based on the video you sent me, you thought she was kind of a pick-me girl.
A little bit.
Yeah. She kind of was a little.
But she was fun. Like, she was nice.
Yeah, she was very nice. Yeah. I think a little bit too nice sometimes.
Until she started.
Well, until she wasn't. Yeah.
Until she ended people.
Yeah. I think the takeaway from this is just don't become a vampire.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the point of the book.
The whole thing is maybe
you'll become the worst version of yourself if you become a vampire.
Although, so, like Ezra didn't seem like that bad.
We don't know.
Although we only had glimpses of him.
He could be.
True.
So, I mean, really though, Ezra, if you want to pick a bone with someone, he knew what was going on. Right? Like, Lottie confided in him about what her theory was.
Yeah.
And all this time he knew she was dating people and he knew that they were dying. Why did he not be like...
Did he? Oh, yeah, he did know they were dying.
Why did he not be like... Until the end, he was like, at that point, he was like, you gotta, like, rein it in. But, like, this has probably been, like, decades of women dying. And he just, like, let it happen?
Because they don't really seem to all of them care about humans at all.
Could have been worst version of himself.
True.
So, anyways, okay, moving on.
Moving on.
So many tangents today. I did not pick up on this at all. Did you pick up on this?
No, I didn't. I don't.
And I don't even know if it was like. So the comment is saying that.
The roommate.
The roommate's name was Lisbeth, and there was someone at the ball named Lisbeth. So her theory was Sabine Alice's roommate, and that's how she got to her.
Right.
I didn't pick up on that at all. I don't even know if that's a thing. Does anyone know? I don't think...
I didn't fact check.
Yeah. It would be interesting. Because really, though, like, how did Sabine get into the dorm?
I'm sure
You have to be invited in.
True.
Right? Is a dorm the same as being invited in? Because you have to have ownership, so...
At least their room. Like, maybe you could get in the hallway, but...
Yeah, so how did... We never get that answer. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Do we know how Sabine got in the room?
Yeah. Maybe she flew like a bat in the window.
Maybe she did. Full circle moment. Anyways, continue. So Sabine is Lottie's maker and her lover. They obviously break up. This was a second, like, kind of theory. Someone else guessed it.
Wait.
What?
Megan said...
Oh, snap, it's right. I just Googled it.
Now, so do we think...
What is right?
Elizabeth.
Oh, she's the roommate?
Is she the roommate, or is it just like they have the same name?
Because that's crazy. I didn't pick up on that at all.
That's another level of...
Maybe 0.25 was right. Like, maybe it should be 4.25 just based on that fact alone.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know one of the roommates' name is Elizabeth, but I want to know if it is Sabine.
But it would... Yeah.
Like, do we have confirmation that Lisbeth is Sabine? I know the names are... Like, I know the roommate's name is Elizabeth, but, like...
I didn't know the roommate's name was the same.
I knew that one, but, like, I didn't... I'm just wondering, is it the same as... Like, is that confirmation it was Sabine? Or is it just that she reused the name? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't see her reusing a name, though.
I can't either, but there's no other, like, clue.
But it does answer the question of how she would have got in the dorm.
But isn't Elizabeth seen... Like, Elizabeth is seen after Alice turns, like, working on her computer. I can't see her, like, sticking around.
Maybe she was, like... Well, no, then when she went in...
Right?
When she went and saw her, she'd be like, wait, you're my roommate.
Yeah. So, no.
Never mind.
No, this can't be right.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so no. We've debunked. Move on. Sabine is mirroring OG Sabine.
Yeah.
Yes. I did think that was interesting, kind of full circle moment where, like, we see new Sabine act like old Sabine, pretending to be a widow, luring
people,
young girls who just wants freedom out of a, like, bad relationship.
Right.
Like, it was like, but then this time she doesn't die.
Right.
But, yeah. I like when there's a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Didn't we already talk about this one?
Did we?
Yeah. This was the second time someone got it right.
Yeah.
I thought this comment was super interesting, and I did comment on it to say that I agreed that I think there was kind of a double standard. At this point, a lot of people were hating on Sabine, and I think Megan's comment was justified in saying, like, if it was this, like, old possessive vampire male, like, would people's reaction be different? And I think it would be for some people, not for everyone. Some people can spot that toxic stuff from a mile away, but some people really like it, and I think it would be interesting. I think it's interesting that people had a different reaction to Sabine.
Yeah.
Like, her being toxic, or her being that way was toxic, but if it was a man, they would be like, he's obsessed with her. Ooh.
Yeah. He's just caring.
Yeah, so initially I was, like, all over this, and then literally the very next chapter, Sabine, like, murders a child, like, very viciously, and I was like, I take it back. Like, yeah. I would not, if it was roles reversed, still wouldn't be okay.
Maybe they read it up to, like, maybe the, like, beta tester readers were like, no, I like her, and then they're like, murder child.
What's the worst thing she can do? Yeah, I think, like, it's an interesting thing to think about. Like I said, I think some people would, like, definitely not be okay with it. It's not their vibe ever.
Yeah.
But I think that for some people it would probably switch. So, just something to think about.
Oh, no.
I liked this comment because I think it drew attention to kind of what we've been talking about, where we get Sabine's perspective when we're, like, in her head, and then it all of a sudden switches and we get Lottie's perspective.
Yeah.
And I think it calls into question, like, the perspective you're being told is just a perspective, so how much is it skewed? Where's the bias?
Right.
Like, is it actually true? Like, we read Charlotte as this, like, naive, young, like, really kind of pleasant girl.
Right.
But is that just, like, her...
Right, how she sees herself.
Right. Like, but really we find out, like, she's not that great. Like, she used a hairbrush to murder her girlfriend. So, like...
Right.
And kind of willy-nilly. Like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, unreliable narrator. I think all of them were unreliable. Like, we don't really know. And I kind of liked... I liked and didn't like that we don't really know what we can trust.
Yeah. You're just, like, seeing this perspective over and over again.
Yeah, and I think as a reader, you have to question whether you accept everything you're being told, or if they're all, like, unreliable.
Right. Or at least, like, biased towards their own morals.
Yeah. It was sad when it started going downhill, like,
yeah,
quite quickly. I think it was like, I mean, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But, like, it was sad to see Charlotte, like, be so happy and fall in love and find this person, and then, like, the trauma of that.
Right.
Like, I wonder even if, like, that trauma kind of spurred what Charlotte turned into.
Right.
Like, I feel like it should have went the other way.
Right.
Where she's like, I can't be with anyone.
Right.
But, like, maybe she was too selfish for that. I don't know.
Yeah. That was the thing. It was.
I mean, like, forever is a long time to be alone, but I still, like, where's the line of putting someone else in danger?
Right.
And then especially, like, I think for the next one, Penny, it's such a long time.
Right.
That, like, she thinks she's in the clear. Like, that would be so hard.
One of the, like, to me, I'm like, you have this, like, promise that you can't deal with the vampire that's chasing you.
Yeah.
But, like, you have maybe deal with that problem first.
I was just going to say, she, like, just runs away instead of, like, figuring out a way to, like, deal with it. Deal with her toxic ex. And then she puts other people's lives at risk, so...
Like, couldn't she just, like, ask Ezra for help and be like, hey, can you help me with this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, kind of already discussed Charlotte killed Penny. But I kind of understand why Charlotte would kill Penny, and the fact that, like, I think someone else said, like, we don't know, like, Sabine could have made Penny make her a promise.
Right.
You know? Like, we don't know.
Right.
And she wouldn't know. So, like, and I think someone else also commented, like, Charlotte kind of hated vampires, even though she was one.
Yeah. She didn't want to be one anymore, and...
But I kind of hate that she, like, took that from Penny. Like, she
took
didn't even give her
choice.
a chance.
Right.
Like, it was just so, like, murdery right away. Just, like, I'm like, there's got to be, like, other avenues to explore, maybe, first. Maybe murder's the answer, but maybe not. We don't know.
But also, like, to solve your problem, like, you have to deal with
it, not Sabine, just, like...
And be like...
Keep getting these girls killed.
Right.
Then we have what I said, like... Finally, Ezra, like, puts his foot down and is like, you gotta deal with this. Yeah. Which I appreciate, but, like, why didn't it happen sooner?
Right.
So, I don't know. I like this. Okay. Like I said, I thought they would bring up that Sabine was Jack the Ripper or something. I kind of wish there was, like, little hints, like, of that, like, unsolved murder sprees, you know? Because, like, in Europe, like, there was, like, they went on some benders, like...
Yeah. That could bring us to, do you think this was the same universe as Addie LaRue?
Let's throw it out to the chat, because I know my answer based on...
For those of you who have read...
Oh yeah, don't spoil anything.
No spoilers.
Because I know some people haven't read Addie yet, so without spoiling Addie, just yes or no, do you think it's in the same universe? I do think it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
And only based on one line in this book.
We can do a, like, spoiler thread.
I don't think it's a spoiler.
No. I mean, if people wanted to talk about it in more depth, like...
Oh, can I say my reason?
Yeah.
Okay. So my reason is that when Charlotte is talking about her past lovers, she mentions that she's been with a girl that has constellations like stars. And to me, like, that, like, it has to be.
It has to be.
Like, I will, like, that this is the hill that I choose to be on. Like, it's same universe, and that is Addie. Like,
and we've established that there are other mythical, fantastical beings.
That would answer
my question.
Your question. So, full circle, I think it's the same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Read Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Yeah. Then we get to the end, which I agree with Megan here. It was very fast. I wish it was more drawn out. Like, I wish there was... I know it was a really long book.
Yeah.
But there was so much leading up to this point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded if there was a little extra struggle.
Yeah. As I said, it was just like... Alice's chapters were just like... You okay, buddy? You got an itch? Alice's chapters were so short, and then you get to this like finale, and it's like she had like 3 really bad days, and then killed 2 people
in one night. I do like that. So when she first offers Sabine the drink, and then Sabine's like, I never take from an open decanter, which like consistent through the book. So I really liked that it didn't all of a sudden change.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, and then she like got the piece off of the vanity or something and ended up stabbing her.
Yeah.
Which, like, what a risk to think that Sabine's gonna follow you.
Right.
Like, that seems like a pretty big risk to take. But anyways, worked out. But then I was really glad that the grave dirt didn't like go to waste, because like the grave dirt was like so important. She like basically is like throwing away her memory of her sister and her mother. Like this really important trinket. She's like, I need to like use this. And I was really glad it didn't just like was for nothing. So that like the fact that it was used on Lottie, I appreciated.
Yeah.
But it was over like.
It was so fast.
It was so fast. It was so fast that even in the comments, someone like didn't pick up on that the silver in her purse was the hairbrush.
Right.
So like, obviously Charlotte was like planning to kill.
Right.
Alice the whole time. Like that's how fast it was. Is that like it was like one sentence that like explained it away, and I wish we had a little bit more time.
Yeah.
On the ending because it was so important.
Yeah. And
I think that's why it wasn't a 5-star for me. Is like the ending was just too rushed and there was not enough payoff.
Yeah.
But like
that's the only thing for me. Like, I think it could have been the same story with a more drawn out, more fine-tuned ending.
Yeah.
And I would have
liked it more.
Maybe a bit more dialogue between Alice and Lottie.
Yeah.
Or like Alice being like, I know you're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, like call her out on it kind of thing. Some kind of, yeah. It was just over too soon.
Yeah.
Anyways. But we kind of like...
Yeah. This is the same thing.
That's literally what I just said. Literally what I just said. Same page.
Yeah. No notes.
No notes. I thought this was a really interesting quote, and it's actually funny because I was thinking this, like, myself, which I commented back to Becca, and... Sorry, I just read my comment. We'll get to that. I was thinking this quote the whole time that I was, like, reading this book, that you, like, either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, which I think is kind of encapsulates the whole book.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like Maria was kind of a villain the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just she became more villain.
I think she was a victim who was a villain, and then she became a villain who was a villain.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I do think this quote fits really well with the book, because not just with Maria / Sabine, but, like, with Charlotte.
Yeah.
I think especially.
Yeah.
Like...
She had, like, the best of intentions.
She did, and then she ended up becoming the villain.
Right.
So, like, I do think this quote really sums up a lot of the book.
I also, like, the interaction between Charlotte and, Lottie and, Alice, where she's just like, can you go kill my ex-girlfriend for me. It was just kind of weird. Like, the whole pacing of that was a little off for me.
Yeah. And the whole, like, you'll get your life back.
Yeah. I was like, I could have used a little different twist on that, but that was the only part I have notes on for that.
Yeah.
But again, that was kind of the end. Like.
Yeah. Is that the last?
I think that's the last one.
We kind of talked about the ending.
We don't need to go over the ending.
Yeah. Let's get back before we move on. Just so.
Okay.
Which is the one?
Yeah, which one can't you see?
This one? It's probably that one. Because that's the one I can't see.
It says interesting art.
This was a surprise for me as well.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's not the surprise.
No.
But it was something, for sure. Scott's version of me telling him he needs art on his wall for a year.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, I need to put it on the wall if we're going to move to the couch.
Alright, let's keep going with the
challenges.
Oh, I kind of already mentioned that, like, this year I'm trying each month we'll have a theme that correlates with a challenge prompt. So this one is for the, I'm blinking, award winning.
Yeah.
It's getting late. And I don't think there's that more than 26 chapters. It could be that one.
There's only like 7 chapters max.
On the cover, it could be flowers. And I did want to mention, this is like personal preference, but like with the through the decades, like I'd be interested to know if someone will use this book for a decade, because for me, I think it goes through so many different ones. It doesn't really like stay in one.
You could just like do the whole challenge in one book.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like my personal thing is I'm not going to use it because I just think it doesn't sit in one long enough.
Yeah.
But you definitely could. Same with around the world. Like, we see so many different places.
Yeah.
You could definitely use it for like Western Europe. I think they're there the longest.
Yeah.
So, or North America, of course. But yeah, but I feel like those are 2 easy prompts to get. So, I think that's it for challenges.
Yeah.
I'm mostly trying to be really specific with the ones I pick, that like, that's our theme, that's the one we do. But I'm sure there will be other prompts.
Yes.
You trying to sneak your way in?
You want to be on video now? Moving on. I have a new section.
This is surprise number 2.
This is surprise number 2.
And it's all Scott's idea. But it is fun.
So, awards go to the most reactions.
Becca, congratulations.
Becca, you won. You had 12 reactions on 1 comment.
Yes, so you win. You win
nothing, but you get your name on that.
Not nothing. Recognition.
A shout out.
A shout out. And now, like, moving forward, you guys have something to strive for.
Yeah.
Like, Becca got 12, who can get 13?
Right. Because there is a spreadsheet.
There is a spreadsheet, so be witty.
Yeah.
Get those reactions.
Then we have
most comments.
The most comments.
Megan, congratulations. 54 comments. Pretty good.
I think you won by like 10 over the next person. So great work.
Great work.
Great work.
Love it.
We love a commenter.
We do. Again, something to strive for next month.
Queen of Spam.
Queen of Spam.
And then we have Becca again as a conversation starter, and this is what Megan was laughing at. On my spreadsheet, I didn't know how to put the cat, so I just put Nat's name is Nat with a cat, and now that's just all I know her as.
Yeah. So Nat, if you're here, you're now
Nat with a cat.
And also, congratulations, you won Conversation Starter, which just means you got the most replies to your comment.
So there is a spreadsheet, and I may or may not compile the entire year of comments.
And they may or may not win a prize at the very end of the year. So.
And there may or may not be more categories as I think of them.
Yeah, if you have ideas.
If you have ideas, it has to be manually entered, so keep it somewhat simple.
Yeah. But also, like, don't, like, spam it and leave, like, single letter comments. Like, it has to be a real, thoughtful.
If you start cheating, then I'll just not count it.
Yes. So, we're on.
Right, Ed?
We will be on to you. Anyways, that's just the 3, yes?
Yeah, just the 3. Any housekeeping?
Just a couple really minimal. Next month, February, our theme is set in winter, which I'm really excited about. The book I wanted did not win again. But we will be reading a mystery/thriller. It is One by One by Ruth Ware, I think. And our meeting will be on February 25th. So we're really excited about that one. I was really hoping, this is just going to be a little like tangent for me. I really wanted Migrations to win because it is set in winter. It is set on a boat. It takes place in the Arctic. And there's just like so many prompts it would have covered. And also it sounded really good and interesting. So I'm probably going to just like read that one on my own.
Yeah, it does sound good.
But anyways, One by One won by a lot. So we will be reading that one in February. And it does sound interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it will be good for the prompt. And then the last thing I think I mentioned our meeting, February 25th. It's the last Wednesday of the month, same time. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was in our Discord, we just recently did a poll that will be for the theme for March, which is the one that won is set in Australia, which is what you voted for.
Yeah.
And
nailed it.
So if anyone has suggestions, feel free to like message me or leave them in the Discord. And yeah, so I think that's it. I'll put the poll up for March, kind of early February, once I have some already like written down, but I want to like wait and see what I get from you guys as well. So I'm really excited. There's one book that I wanted to add, but I've already read it. And I know you don't want me to do books that I've already read, but it would be such a good book club book. Like the conversations would be so good.
We'll have to do an extra.
So I'm gonna just like tell everyone to read this book instead. Well, not instead, but in addition.
In addition. We can do an extra book club if you want to actually talk about a different one, but
that's fine. I'll just bring it up anyways. Like I do.
Perfect.
I'll just make my own rules. But anyways, that's all I have for housekeeping. Not that much going on, but keep in mind those awards.
Yeah. And that there might be more.
Might be more. Might be prizes. Who knows?
Who knows?
Could be anything.
The world is our oyster.
Yeah. We're just
changing things up.
So many big
so
surprises.
Many big surprises.
But yeah. Anyways. That's everything.
That is everything.
And thank you guys for being here and part of Book Club. It was really nice to talk about this book. And I'm very excited for our next one.
Me too. I'm excited for this year. I think we got a good group.
I like this one. Megan's suggestion. Guess the plot twist earliest. That's a good one.
Yeah. No cheating, though.
Yeah, no cheating. Honor system.
Yeah, everything is based on the honor system.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. I think that's everything that I have. Thank you guys for being here, and we will see you in our next one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.